Hello you beautiful people, and thank you as always for clicking on my video today. Now, if you're one of my subscribers, you hopefully saw my community post yesterday explaining that there was no weigh-in video this week, and I'll talk about that in just a little while. If you are not one of my subscribers, please join me. Why not click that button now, become part of this wonderful community that we have here on YouTube. We're all so supportive of each other. Join my journey, follow me from now. We're 12 weeks in, we've got a long way to go. And if you are new and subscribing today, leave me a little comment down below. Introduce yourself. I love talking to everyone and interacting with everyone who watches my videos. If you are new, my name's Byron. I'm a vegan, and as my YouTube name suggests, I'm looking to lose weight around about 5 stone, and miraculously, 12 weeks in, I'm over halfway towards that goal. So my weigh-in results last week on week 12 brought my current total to, completely forgotten now, 2 stone and 8 pounds. Amazing. Now, my week 13 weigh-in results are non-existent. I had a bonkers week, really, last week, and I'll tell you about that now. So, on Tuesday, I started filming my what I eat in a day video. I think I uploaded a video on Monday and then started filming on Tuesday. I was thinking, oh, I'll collect, 2 or 3 days worth of footage and that'll be great for a midweek video. Tuesday night went to take my bins out, as I always do. And as I went to walk down the back alleyway with my wheelie bin behind me, Craddock, my lovely ragdoll cat, was trotting along behind me. Again, there's nothing new here. This happens every single Tuesday evening. She usually comes about halfway down the alleyway with me and then gets shy. She'll turn around, she'll trot back merrily, and I'll hear her little bell on her collar ringing. And then when I get home from taking the bin to the end of the road, Craddock's there looking so proud of herself at the top of my stairs. And I did this on Tuesday, and I came home and I thought, this is weird, I can't hear Craddock's collar. And I checked all the rooms, and nothing. Now, occasionally, if she's, really excited or interested by something, a new smell or another cat, she might have a little sniff around the back alleyway, and I'll go to the gate and I'll shake my dreamies and go, Craddock, and she will just come trotting back. Nothing. Now at this point on Tuesday, my heart was just, that anxiety that you get of thinking, oh, God, what's happened? Like, when you think you've lost your keys or your phone. But I was trying to stay calm, walking up and down the alleyway. Nothing. Long story short, and it is a long story, she was out for 2 nights. And my world was just turned upside down, as you can imagine. I was out all of that Tuesday night looking for her, all around my village, checking under cars and in gardens and trying not to look like a burglar. In the dark, it was like midnight with my torch on my phone, peering into people's gardens. Yeah, nothing. The following day, Wednesday, I was just beside myself. Again, I was sort of going out every hour, posting on Facebook, posting in our local groups, and all the usual things happening, like spotted in Bournemouth, sighting on the moon. I'm like, that's not my cat. I'm in Yorkshire. Eventually, I was, so grateful to a neighbour who ended up phoning me and saying, is that Byron? I think I've got your cat in my house. So yeah, long story short, I did get Craddock back. Panic over. She's grounded for life. Very, very naughty ragdoll cat. But during that time, all I was doing really was worrying and out on the streets, searching. So I didn't film anything. I actually felt guilty. Like the thought of even thinking about making a YouTube video whilst I didn't know where Craddock was and if she was okay. So yeah, after 2 nights of being a dirty stop out, we now have Craddock back. So yeah, that was one of the reasons that threw my week into turmoil. In the run up to my weigh-in on Friday. The next thing was I was actually going away for. I was meant to be going away for 5 days over this weekend, having a very long weekend. I ended up, when I got Craddock back on Friday, I think. No, on Thursday evening, I was so emotionally drained and exhausted that I just wasn't ready to go and travel on Friday. And in fact, I kind of just knew that I needed to rest and recuperate and sleep. So I texted my consultant and just said, what had gone on and whatnot. And she was brilliant and fine, of course. And I ended up going away on Saturday. And I've just got back now, so I kind of cut it short a day on either side, because we've currently got all these storm warnings up here, and anyone else who's dealing with a storm warning at the moment, or if it's already hit you, Storm Floris, take care, stay safe, and I hope you come out of it unscathed. So because of that, there were lots of train cancellations and LNER warnings not to travel if not absolutely necessary. So I decided to come back this afternoon. But I did still want to go away. These last 3 months on Slimming World, as you know if you've been following me, have just changed my life. They've changed my outlook. It's improved my mental health. It's improved my anxiety, my confidence, my mobility, everything. So much so that in the last 3 months, listen to this, anxiety used to hold me back from doing anything. Like I wouldn't go to the co-op. When I had my agoraphobia at its worst, for 4 months I couldn't take the bin out. Like I was relying on other people to come and do that for me. It's an extremely debilitating condition. And over these last 3 months, I have done the gay holy trinity and I'm amazed. So my beautiful friend Emma took me to go and see none other than Kylie Minogue in Manchester about 2 months ago. That was just incredible. And you know what? That was the first concert that I've been to in probably 20 odd years. I've only ever been to one concert before. And that was Alphabeat. Do you remember Fascination? And that was at the Cockpit in Leeds, and that was many, 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 many decades ago. So yeah, going with my amazing friend Emma, who surprised me with that trip, was just incredible. To see Kylie Minogue, lifetime ambition for me, incredible. The month after that, my equally beautiful friend Emily, hi Emily if you're watching, and obviously hi Emma if you're watching, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. My beautiful friend Emily and I were lucky enough to go and see the absolute boss, that is Diana Ross, in Leeds. That was just magical, absolutely magical. And my amazing friends Sally and Peter. Peter's the friend who I quite often have a Tuesday night drink with. You'll have seen his photos if you follow my midweek videos. We went down to London and then did a day trip over to Brighton to go to Brighton Pride, where on Saturday night, and I'm still on such a high from this, it was, I can't believe that 48 hours ago, I was, oh, stop it, I can't. 48 hours ago, Mariah Carey. It was just the most incredible night of my life. It really, really was. And I can't believe that I'm in a place where I'm able to do things and not be held back by the prison that I make for myself. So, yes, I've just got back now. Well, about an hour ago. I need to go and collect Craddock tomorrow. She's staying with family. And yeah, so that's been, you know, just an extremely busy weekend and week for me. Hence, no week 13 weigh-in. However, I have, food-wise, stayed pretty much completely on plan. I think the highest sinned meal that I've had has been maybe 4 sins for a meal, where I obviously have maxed out my sins and then some. Alcohol. And I don't care this time. I mean, I never care. You know, it's the choice that I make, isn't it? But I was away. It was magical. I was drinking. I wasn't counting. I wasn't counting sins. I wasn't counting drinks. I don't know if this. I don't know if this is a good thing or a concerning thing, but all of my life, well, all of my adult life, I tend to attract people who give me free drinks. I'm laughing because people always say your vibe attracts your tribe, but I did go with the best of intentions. But on the train down from Leeds to London, the gentleman opposite me just pulled out some little cans of gin and tonic and passed them to me, and we had a great time. Actually, I did mention my channel, so I don't know if he'll be watching, but his name was Jolyon. Jolyon, if you are, it was a pleasure to meet you. We had a great time. It was a lovely 2 hours spent with you on the train, and thank you for those multiple cans of Gordon's. If ever I bump into you on a train again, I'll repay the favour. That was obviously incredible. Just had a few glasses of wine when I was there, staying with my friend Sally. Sally, if you're watching, thank you for just such a wonderful weekend. When we got the train from London to Brighton, met some lovely guys also going to Pride. Hi, Manny and Danny. Again, I gave all of these people, like, I was just like, follow me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube. But they gave me a lot of vodka and Diet Coke on the train there. Again, thank you. While we were there, we had a million cocktails. And, you know, you're not meant to take alcohol with you, but obviously everyone does. So everybody that I sat next to on the grass, you know, it was just a bit of a free-for-all. And then incredibly, well, I don't know how I was still standing on the train back from Brighton to London, but we met this amazing girl called Meg. Meg, you are an absolute legend. Meg just had a never-ending bag of alcohol. I don't know what they were. I think they were like flavoured vodkas. They were really sugary and probably really, really highly sinned. And I think I had about 8 of those on the train home. So, Meg, if you are watching, let me know in the comments, because you are iconic. I absolutely adore you. So yeah, I didn't keep track. I felt like an absolute corpse yesterday, as you can imagine. But still managed to stay on plan. I did have ramen from Koi Ramen, which I couldn't find on the app, but ramen's, you know, usually quite healthy. So yeah, I feel like that was not too bad, considering, all things considered, you know. But we'll find out on Friday. I know that people tend to come back from holiday with a gain. It might happen. I'm really hoping for a maintain, but let me know your predictions, actually. Based on, based on how I've explained the last few days, what do you think will happen on Friday when I step on the scales? Be honest, I can take it. You know, and it was completely worth it for the experience that I had. And that's what life is for, isn't it? It's for living. And this journey so far has put me in a place where I can enjoy life and enjoy living. And it would be a very sad state, you know, if we were constantly restrictive. And it's not like I do this every day. Every other day, maybe. So that's the end of my video today. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Thank you for bearing with me for not having a weigh-in this week. Like I say, let me know your predictions. I'm really hoping for a loss still. I would settle for a maintain. I'll be really I'm being melodramatic again, aren't I? I won't be devastated if I have a gain. I'll deal with it. Whatever the results are, I will deal with it, but I would like a maintain or a loss. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you are. Again, if you're in one of the areas that are affected by Storm Floris, stay safe, stay home, and I really do hope that you are not impacted too heavily by it. For the rest of you, thank you. As always, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a fantastic week. Remember, if I can overcome my anxieties, travel from Yorkshire to Brighton to go and see Mariah Carey, you can do anything this week. All right, see you soon. It's amazing.